A tragedy felt across North America.
Your sons mattered, and they will be spoken of with love in our towns for a long time to come.
A hockey team and a town mourn the loss of 3 young players. Cost concerns, questions about retooling the city's water supply, and record production.
I think it's really important to highlight the consistency in the production increases.
Another big year for Alberta's oil industry.
CTV Calgary, local breaking news with Ian White.
Good afternoon. An outpouring of emotion and support in Staveley today to remember 3 young hockey players killed in a crash on Monday. People have been visiting a memorial outside the arena to pay their respects.
It broke my heart to find out that these hockey players, so young, with bright futures, lost their lives so young. And I just felt like something was pulling me here, that I needed to be here just to pay my respects.
Friends, families, and neighbors visited throughout the day to honor J.J. Wright and Cameron Casorso of Kamloops and Caden Fine from Alabama. The 3 left Nanton on their way to practice in Staveley while trying to cross the Highway 2, where the speed limit is 110 kilometers an hour. They were hit by a northbound semi-truck carrying gravel. Tyson Fedor is in Staveley for us, where a memorial continues to grow outside the front door.
And Ian, emotions are quite high here in this community of a little more than 500. This is a team who began its inaugural season just this past fall, and now it's a team that is trying to rally in the sign of grief at this time, with 3 players now lost. Throughout the day, residents here in Staveley, Nanton, and Claresholm nearby came by to the arena to offer support to the team and share condolences. 11 o'clock Monday morning, that's when RCMP were called to this intersection at Highway 2 and 55 Avenue in Staveley for a crash involving a car and gravel truck. Mounties say that car carrying the 3 players was struck and pushed into a ditch. All 3 teenagers died at the scene. The truck driver, a 40-year-old man from Staveley, suffered minor injuries. RCMP said they do not expect to lay any criminal charges. In the past decade, this intersection had 1 previous fatality, and it was just last year. Alberta Transportation will conduct a post-incident review and try to determine if any improvements are necessary. Nanton's Mayor Jennifer Hanley is also a billet mom for the team. She says there are no words to provide to the families who are all grieving the deaths of their sons.
To their families, I know there are no words that can make this loss less brutal. Your sons mattered, and they will be spoken of with love in our towns for a long time to come. To their teammates, coaches, billet families, classmates, friends, and the dedicated first responders, you should not have to carry this kind of loss, and you will not carry it alone. We are all with you.
Now, as for the Southern Alberta Mustangs, they were expected to play a game at the Sutina Seven Chiefs Sportsplex this coming Sunday against the Calgary Bandits. That game has since been cancelled, but it will become a benefit game here in Staveley. The Calgary Bandits will travel here this Sunday with puck drop slated for a little after 6 o'clock for a benefit game.
I'm sure that'll be quite a moment indeed. Thanks, Tyson. Tributes are coming from far and wide for the young players, their team, the town of Staveley, and nearby communities. A moment of silence was held in the House of Commons today. The Prime Minister reflected on the tragedy, calling it the nightmare of every parent, adding on X that Canadians are keeping the entire Southern Alberta Mustangs community in their thoughts. Alberta's Premier offered her sympathies on social media to the families, teammates, coaches, billet families, and community. From the hockey world, the Calgary Flames paid tribute at the Saddle Dome last night. And in Edmonton, Connor McDavid, the NHL's biggest star, weighed in, calling what happened tragic.
You know, something that touches close to home. You know, three guys heading to practice. You know, obviously, just tragic. You know, you're thinking about their families for sure.
The Humboldt Broncos hockey organization, which lost 16 people in a highway crash in 2018, also paid tribute online, saying in part, "We stand with you, we mourn with you, we are with you." 2 people have been charged after a screen collapsed at an outdoor market at City Hall last summer, leaving several people injured. The LED screen, weighing about 180 kilograms, collapsed onto the crowd at the Nija Market Day event in late June. 8 people were hospitalized, including a child. The collapse came about half an hour after a severe thunderstorm warning was issued. Police say improper setup and a failure to address changing weather and crowd conditions led to the collapse. 2 people have been charged with criminal negligence causing bodily harm. Calgary officials outlined a massive plan to improve the city's water system, but the most urgent work is still without a price tag. Jordan Canagan is at City Hall with more. And Jordan, this comes after decades of failures to take care of water infrastructure.
And Ian, those failures were spelled out in an independent review of the city's water management and management of that system. It was ordered after the 2024 water main break, but then the report was fast-tracked, of course, after the most recent one that happened in December. So now we're hearing from the city on a 27-point plan to make sure Calgary's water supply is reliable and healthy. It calls for new leadership structures, better planning. It will also see work next year to possibly transition to a municipal water corporation. But the biggest work is happening already to run a parallel line underground next to the troubled Bears Paw feeder main. Construction to tunnel the pipe is already underway, but we still don't know exactly how much that rushed construction work will cost. The mayor would only say it'll be hundreds and hundreds of millions of dollars.
We know that we pay one way or another. We can choose to pay modestly now, or we can choose to pay massively later. This is a council that's united to actually get ahead of the problem, to deal with it here and now, and to be able to avoid future costs as well as safety issues.
Now, even though those construction costs are unknown, Council is being asked to approve some more minor funding, $53 million in total to start some of that planning work and also to top up the water sustainment reserve. Now, some of that new pipe will be arriving on site for that construction work any day now. Ian?
Thanks very much, Jordan. Canada's leading child safety advocates are pressing Parliament to move quickly on long-promised online protections by creating a comprehensive online safety act.
We need parental education. We need education for children and youth, and we need to work at a multi-pronged solution for children, but we can't afford further delays. We could study this till the cows come home. There's not going to be a magic solution for this, but we know what is necessary today. We need the government to table this legislation, get it passed. They can amend it over time, but they need to work with a sense of urgency to protect our children.
Previous online harms legislation have been introduced in Parliament, but were never passed into law. Ottawa says it's already moved to criminalize the non-consensual distribution of certain intimate images, including AI deepfakes, and that more details on the passing of an Online Safety Act are expected soon. You know, I drive past my local outdoor hockey rink, and it is just the saddest place. It's just slush there. No one's playing hockey or skating or having a good time.
Are you really sad about that? I know how much you like warm
temperature. A little bit, yeah, I am. Yeah, we need to have a little winter, right?
Right. Oh, we will. I'm sure we will. Second half of February might pack a punch, but for the first half of February, it's very toasty. In fact, if you thought today was warm, today's high was 9. Wait till you see what tomorrow brings. All right, 5 degrees is the temperature right now as things cool down for the day. We have a good amount of cloud cover out there. The winds have been relatively light, and they will continue to be light, but they will start to pick up a little bit in the overnight hours out of the west at 30 kilometers per hour, and that's going to actually increase our temperature while we're sleeping. So this evening, around 5 degrees. In the overnight hours, we'll bump up to 7. We'll start the morning off, went off to work and school at 10 degrees and getting up to 16 at least in the afternoon. But in the afternoon, it will be a little gustier at 50 kilometers per hour. That's your 24-hour forecast brought to you by Fifth Avenue Volkswagen. Family owned, community driven. Discover more at Fifth Avenue Volkswagen.
Thanks, Danielle. The best in Canadian folk music will gather in Calgary in April.
I ain't afraid of a tough grind, a rough patch and a hard time.
This is the third time the city will host the Canadian Folk Music Awards. They'll run from April 9th to the 12th at three main venues: the Westin Hotel downtown, the Bella Concert Hall, and the National Music Centre. For tickets or to volunteer, visit folkawards.ca. They could be, almost literally, caught in the crossfire. Next, why a plan to allow a certain kind of hunting could harm a species of concern. And why adding doctors to Alberta hospital emergency rooms is now on pause. Hunters on the Canadian prairies have been calling on Ottawa to allow the harvest of mourning doves and tundra swans. But wildlife experts don't think it's a good idea. The proposal would allow 500 tundra swans to be harvested a year. Seen here are trumpeter swans, which look nearly identical to tundra swans. Trumpeter swans are a species of concern. The Canadian Wildlife Service's proposal expects some trumpeter swans would be killed if tundra swans are hunted. Even some hunters say the proposal doesn't make sense.
It's hurtful, and the swans are just gorgeous, magnificent, regal birds. They're beautiful, and I don't see any real good reason for people to hunt swans. The proposed hunt would only allow a couple of hundred people, and they'd only be allowed to take one swan likely per season.
The Canadian Wildlife Service is currently collecting feedback from the public. The earliest the hunts could be brought in is 2028. Whirling disease in the Old Man River is a major threat to fish. But now the University of Calgary is developing an artificial intelligence model to detect it. Alberta Environment and Parks reached out to researcher Priya Ramazi in 2018 to find an economical way to predict where whirling disease could occur in southern Alberta. It was having a hard time collecting and testing water and soil samples from the vast Old Man River Basin. Ramazi and his team came up with an AI model using readily available data on weather and river flows without added staff.
What was surprising, though, was that even with very few samples, like just one sample, still it got like 70% AUC, which is a measure for accuracy. And that means the model was somehow able to find from those augmented environmental measurements patterns that it found likely for the disease to be established or to be already existing there.
Whirling disease was first detected in Banff National Park in 2016. It's caused by a microscopic parasite found in salmon, trout, and whitefish. It causes them to swim in circles. It can be devastating to fish populations here and all over the world. We've posted a link to the published study on our website. Here we are looking at images of people fishing. You know, people could actually go fishing today. It's probably warm enough for it, too.
Warm enough, yes. I would recommend staying away from all lakes and rivers at this point because, yes, very unsafe.
Oh, of course, yeah.
So if you're fishing, if that's what you plan on doing, stay well away from the water. Just, cast the line way out. All right, here's the Skywatch weather camera. Mainly cloudy at this point. Our daytime high, we got to 9. As expected for today, and the winds have been calm as expected for today, and we're just going to soar temperature-wise. This is just the beginning, really. All right, it's been a quiet day overall with regards to the wind. So 52 was the max in Pincher Creek today, 39 kilometers per hour in Lethbridge, and just over 30 in Medicine Hat. Tonight and tomorrow, the winds are going to pick up all out of the west. This is going to actually increase the temperature while we're sleeping, so that will actually be very, very warm, even in the morning hours tomorrow for most communities. This comes at a bit of a price, though, for tomorrow, because 80 kilometer per hour gusts are possible in Pincher Creek tomorrow, tonight and tomorrow. 60 to 70 in Lethbridge. Medicine Hat over to Calgary, we're looking at 40 kilometer per hour gusts. So Brooks is included in that. So a windy day, especially in the afternoon hours, but at times it will be even windy tonight and in the morning. 7 degrees is the current temperature in Pincher Creek, 5 in Brooks, 5 in Calgary, and 4 in Drumheller and Banff. It's very warm for this time of year, and we are just getting going here. All right, so the jet stream, as we talked about yesterday, has now bumped up into the territory. So the jet stream is in the darker green here. This is that ridge of high pressure. This promotes stability, sinking air. That's why we're going to get a lot of sunshine this week. We do need moisture. Not in the forecast at all for southern Alberta. And underneath this ridge of high pressure, temperatures will be able to build and build, which is why we're looking to get into the teens tomorrow, because it's also combined with winds out of the west. Now, this jet stream and this ridge of high pressure will remain over us, the ridge of high pressure anyway, for the rest of this week. So temperatures will remain warm, although the warmest days of this hot stretch will be the next few days. Radar and satellite, you can see in the cloud cover here, that's that edge of that ridge of high pressure. That's going to move on, and we're going to be right underneath the center of it all. This means all the cloud cover and moisture will be redirected up and around us. Central and northern Alberta will get that. We're going to get mainly sunny skies for the most part, but also some cloudy periods at times, especially tomorrow. 16 degrees is our high tomorrow, 14 for Thursday, 15 for Friday, and still in the teens to kick off the weekend.
A plan to add doctors to emergency rooms to help triage patients has been delayed. Hospitals Minister Matt Jones announced the role last month. It came after the death of a man who waited hours for care at the Grey Nuns Emergency Room in Edmonton. The program was supposed to start over the weekend. The head of the Alberta Medical Association says doctors want to participate. He says there are issues to be worked out, including pay, billing, liability, and paperwork. A spokesperson for the minister says they continue to work with the AMA. He says work to recruit for the role is ongoing. In any business, you want production to go up, and that's the case in Alberta's oil industry. Coming up, a steady rise in production since the pandemic ended. A company in the food and beverage business planning to cut prices. It's actually happening. Joining me is Robert Geary, investment advisor with the Popwich Carmeli Advisory Group. And Rob, Pepsi released its earnings earlier today.
Yeah, they had a great earnings call here, and they beat on top and bottom line here, Ian, and so it was a great report. They upped their dividend. They have a huge share buyback program in place now. So, that excited investors. I think it excited consumers too, because in part of this call, they talked about decreasing prices or discounts to prices, especially on their chips. So you're talking about Lay's, Cheetos, Doritos, those items. And so I think this is a welcome news, because they've been seeing a little bit of volume issues on that side. On the sales side, could be, the weight loss drugs, and it could be people changing to healthier habits. And so they're saying, hey, let's incentivize this. And hey, maybe if you eat a bag of chips, you drink another pop too. I don't know. Maybe that's just conspiracy.
And proposed tax credits could help millions of small business employees.
Yeah, this is an interesting report from the C.D. Howe Institute here this morning, and this was saying that, there's 9 million Canadians that do not have access to a pension program here in Canada for small businesses. This is between 5 employees and 500 employees. And so, a lot of that is due to the fact that there's a huge cost of setup and a cost to these small businesses. And so there's a similar program in the U.S. that's been successful, and the Institute is proposing to the Canadian government that they create this through tax credits, and create tax credits through startup credit, and then actually a contribution credit for each employee. So an incentive to get this started, to get people saving, because we all know that we need to save more for longevity and cost of living.
Indeed. All right. Thanks very much.
Yeah, appreciate it.
Another year, another record for oil production in our province. New numbers from the Alberta Energy Regulator show 2025 set a new high for the industry, thanks in large part to increasing capacity. Production averaged 4.1 million barrels a day, about 4.2% higher than in 2024.
I think it's really important to highlight the consistency in the production increases. Like, we've had a dip in 2020 because of COVID, and then we had a setback with curtailment in 2018, 2019. But other than that, it's been an upward trajectory. And I think that there's an appreciation now, especially that Canada has, reliable, long-lived asset.
Despite the increased production, volatile pricing has meant reservations by energy companies. Capital spending remained flat in 2025. Sorrow in small-town Alberta as 3 young hockey players are remembered. Here's Tara Nelson with a look ahead to CTV News at 6.
Hi, Ian. A memorial is growing at the Staveley Arena after the 3 young men were killed in a crash yesterday. J.J. Wright and Cameron Casorso of Kamloops and Caden Fine from Alabama died when their vehicle was hit by a semi. We'll take you to Staveley and a community in shock at 6 o'clock. Also ahead, calls for an online safety act to protect children. It would deal with intimate images and AI deepfakes. We'll see how it was received on Parliament Hill today. Ian.
Thanks, Tara. The calendar says winter, but the weather sure says spring. Right now in Calgary, it's +5. Look at that beautiful view of the Rocky Mountains. Danielle has details just ahead. Not a whole lot of change to report in the weather.
No. So goodbye to the outdoor ice rinks. Hello to patio weather. Really long walks with the dogs.
Okay, I can do that.
Yeah. Yeah, more spring-like things to do. Okay, 9 degrees is our high today. We are sitting at 5 right now. The temperature will actually increase while we're sleeping. So you'll kick off the morning at 10 degrees, getting up to a high of 16 in the afternoon and still in the teens right through Saturday.
Thanks, Danielle. The Calgary Flames have only one player who is going to the Olympics, and that is 26-year-old forward Martin Pospisil. He's heading to Italy to represent Slovakia at the Winter Olympic Games. Pospisil wasn't sure if he'd be healthy enough for the Games. He missed much of the season with a concussion, but after a conditioning stint with the Wranglers, he's played 6 games for the Flames and says he feels great. As for Slovakia, he hopes they can surprise some teams at the Olympics.
We will try to play hard and physical. You know, we have some big bodies there and playing simple. And there's a lot of good teams. Sweden, Finland. It's super excited. You know, it's first time, so you know it's gonna be something special.
Pospisil and the Flames play their last game before the Olympic break tomorrow. They're at home against the Edmonton Oilers. He will leave on Thursday for Italy. Best of luck to him. Thanks for joining us. Now here's the early edition of the CTV National News.